Why, hello there everyone. I'm Laxow, aka the Kumo Sensei. Minasan, ohayo gozaimasu. Yosho ni shado, and good evening, good afternoon, or good morning. And today I'm going to be doing a special unboxing. Yes, I'm finally unboxing some tarantulas that I ordered as inventory for my business. And for those who are wondering, I've officially started a business called Laxow Legacy, or Laxow Legacy LLC. And this is my small part-time company that I started, and I'm super excited to show everyone what I ordered in the shipment. And I only ordered 3 species, so there's not a lot of variety here, but these 3 species is species that I personally like. And yes, I did order large juveniles to subadults. These are not small tarantulas by any means, but I'm super excited and I'm ready to actually show everyone what I've ordered and basically show everybody the business side of tarantulas. And I believe this is more so of a first on YouTube. So let's get straight into this. So I'm showing this round container because this is what most people use to hold inventory, but I don't really use them, so I really just throw them to the side. So I use these here to basically hold my inventory because it's a bit more workable and more spacious, and I really don't like the round containers. Now, onto the order. So these here are Theraphosa stirmi, also known as the Burgundy Goliath bird eater, and these do reach up to the size of a dinner plate. So if you like some large tarantulas, then I guess this one's for you. And this species is known for kicking hairs, so if there's bald spots on their abdomen, it's not because they have a disease or anything, it's really just because they have been kicking hairs off their abdomens. But it's completely normal and is fine, and is actually normal behavior. Defensive behavior. So these tarantulas that I've ordered are more for intermediate to experienced keepers, but I really love these tarantulas and I had to order them the moment they were offered to me. So I did ask for a batch of males and females, and the reason why is because here at Laxow Legacy, my goal is to basically sell pairs and offer more male tarantulas, because male tarantulas matter too, to essentially help inspire the next generation of tarantula breeders. And that's really one of my big goals of Laxow Legacy, is to inspire the new generation of tarantula breeders. I am super excited to be selling these because these grow really big. We're talking like 8 inches in diagonal leg span, which that's about 20 centimeters in diagonal leg span. And these are juveniles, so they're not fully grown yet. And these are around 4 to 6 inches, so that's about 13 to 15 centimeters in diagonal leg span. So these are about halfway grown, but honestly they're doing great. And I know these look rough, and we'll talk about how these guys came in and how they're doing now, because this unboxing was recorded about a week and a half prior to me posting it today. I will be doing a live stream of me feeding these, and so that way you all can actually see what you're getting and basically get a realistic size comparison. And they do appear bigger on camera, but on this live stream I would like to give an actual size reference, so that way for those who are ordering or those who are interested in buying a pair, or males or females, you guys can see what you're getting, an actual size and how they're looking. Now, before I mention tarantula prices on how much I'm selling these for, I would like to talk about shipping, because it seems like shipping is super expensive. We're talking around $60 to $80 right now. So I am trying to talk to some shipping companies to hopefully get some low flat rate shipping rates, which I'm hoping to be around 45 to 60 if possible. As of now, I'm still trying to figure that out, but let us get back into these prices. So I am going to be offering some pairs for $150 each. So that's actually a very reasonable price, because usually you see a pair of this size for this species for around 200-ish, which in my personal opinion, that's just too much. And plus you have to add on the shipping cost. So you're talking about almost 300, maybe even more than 300 for a pair of this size for this species. But for me personally, I don't really think they're that expensive. So I think $150 for a pair is much more reasonable. And if you're interested in buying these, or if you have some questions, by all means feel free to stop by whenever I do live stream on this channel, or by all means contact me through my emails, which is linked down in the description. And also feel free to contact me on the arachnid boards as well, because I'll also be there if you also want to contact me through other means, and we can work some things out. And I did sex these specimens, and I ordered 20 of them, and of the 20, 12 of them were male, and 8 of them were female. So I will sell 5 of them as pairs, and 1 I will have to hold back because it's looking kind of rough, and the other 2 is kind of up in airs because they're still kind of small. Well, they're not small obviously because they're a big species, but I just kind of had to wait and see just to be sure that they're female. And now let us move on to the next species that I ordered. So these are the Cyriopagopus lividus, also known as the Cobalt blue tarantula, and these are a beautiful blue tarantula that I truly love. And I'm glad to be working with Asian species again, because I stated before in the past in my older videos that if I ever start a business, I would like to go back to my Asian roots and order Asian species, and now we're getting back into it. So the last 2 species that I ordered are Asian species, so yeah, if you're not into Asian tarantulas, then I apologize, but I love Asian species of tarantulas, so let's talk about this. So these Cobalt blues are, as stated, they're Cobalt blue. They're actually known for being quite defensive, but they're basically essentially a pet's hole. Like most Asian terrestrial species, give them a good amount of substrate, and they'll burrow deep down into their holes, and that's basically how you keep them. And they're actually relatively easy to keep, but although you don't see them too much, when you do see them, their colors are amazing. Beautiful blues, and their blues do vary quite a bit. Some of their blues may be more of like a midnight blue colors, others may be more of a sky blue color, and for some, they might even have green, which those are kind of rare, and people do sell them as Cyriopagopus lividus green femur, which is essentially saying green legs. Now a couple of these lividus that I've gotten do have slight hints of green on them, but I'm just gonna label and sell these as regular Cyriopagopus lividus because in my experience from what I've seen, I don't really think Cyriopagopus lividus green femur are genetic, meaning that if you breed 2 green femurs, you'll get all green femurs. That's not really the case. It's more so of just color variation in between specimens, but this is just my experience though, because I have seen people actually buy Cyriopagopus lividus green femur or green legs. They raised up the slings and pretty much they all just end up looking like normal Cobalt blues. So that's the reason why, even though these may have some color variation, I'm still just going to label these as Cyriopagopus lividus. Now if you do see one of these specimens that you do like on this video and you want to buy it, by all means feel free to contact me and we can try to work some things out, or talk to me during the live and we can try it there as well. Now when it comes to the pricing, I do have 2 confirmed females. Those I will sell for $125 each. Now as for the other 10, because I ordered 12 pieces and 2 of them are female, when it comes to the other specimens, I did ventrosex them and the majority of them do appear to be female, which is kind of a bummer because I would like to try to sell these as pairs, but it is what it is. But this is just my ventrosexing skills, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty good at ventrosexing, and the majority of these Cyriopagopus lividus do appear female, which is not what I want because I really want to encourage tarantula breeders by selling in pairs if I can, but hey, it is what it is, and I'll sell them for $75 each, or you can buy 2 for $125 each, which in my personal opinion makes for a better price. And if you do buy them, I will send you some ventrosexing pictures and then you can try to guess if they're male or female, because to me they all appear female, but maybe I'm just bad at ventrosexing the species. So let us discuss about ventrosexing for a second. So ventrosexing is what I would consider to be a guessing game on whether it's male or female, and really it comes down to how experienced a person is. For me personally, since I've worked with so many tarantulas, I can most of the time guess if they're male or female by ventrosexing, but a lot of people who don't own a lot of tarantulas or don't work with many species may not be able to tell. Now, although I am very good at ventrosexing, and almost most of the time I get it spot on correct, I really don't want to sell these as sexed females, except the 2 that I know are female. So I'm just going to sell these as unsexed for $75, suspect female I guess, and I'll sell 2 for $125 just to be fair on the pricing so you don't really get ripped off, because I do try to make my prices fair, and my prices are actually very reasonable. But overall, upon sexing these 12, 2 of them are confirmed female, 2 of them appear to be suspect male, and then the rest appear to be suspect female. But just contact me and we'll get the prices and everything sorted out because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Now let us move on and allow me to show you the last species I bought in. So these are the Ornithoctoninae, species Uthai Thani. These are known as the dancing earth tiger. And I also believe that Dave's Little Beasties made a video on this species. But I actually bought in some females and all the specimens I bought in are female. So there was no males whatsoever. And this species does not come into the hobby very easily. I say once every few years. We're talking once every 4 to 6 years, maybe 3 years at shortest. But luckily my supplier was able to get some. So I did manage to order 10 of these. And one of them is currently not looking too good, so I'm not going to be selling that one. Another one was missing 2 legs, I believe, so I'm going to be keeping that one to a molt just to make sure it's doing okay and make sure it regenerates those 2 legs it lost. But the other 8 are fine, so I'm going to be selling these females for $135 each. Now this species does not come in easily, so I'm hoping that people do not buy all of them from me, so that way I can just keep one to myself. But let us pray I can get one to myself, right? But if not, then I guess I'll just buy more for myself, I guess. I really don't know, but I am super proud to be bringing these in because these are actually kind of difficult to get a hold of. You don't really see slings of this species going around, and I'm honestly surprised that none of them are males. So, I can't sell a breeding pair, so only females are available only for now. If you're wanting to buy something quite elusive or kind of difficult to get a hold of every now and then, this is the species to get. Now, the reason why I like this species is because, one, their carapace is kind of elongated like your typical Asian species. So you look at their carapace from above, you will notice that it seems kind of long compared to the typical round tarantula carapaces that you see. And I know some Cyriopagopus species have it too, and some other Asian species, but it's just this species that I like it a lot on for some reason. And also, this species don't really get too large. Typically, they get around 5 inches, which is around 13 centimeters, I believe. So not that large, but as I stated before, I don't have any males. All the ones that came into me were female. So if someone does buy a female and they somehow manage to get a male and actually produce a species, please let me know because you don't really see slings of this species in the hobby too often as well. And I'm running out of tarantula footage, so I guess I'll call this a video for today. So, as typical, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to stick around and support this journey. And also, support me on my social medias, such as my IG and Patreon. Shout out to my Patreon members for helping this journey. So thank you everybody for supporting this journey. And I will be doing a live of me feeding these tarantulas that you're seeing on video. So that way you can actually see them in actual scale, actual size comparisons, and also see how they're doing. So that way you can be more comfortable in buying what you're seeing. So feel free to stick around for that on the live. And with that, stay lax and Laxow out from the Kumo Sensei.